Hi guys, and welcome to www.dinosaurnutrition.com, your one-stop fitness and supplements website. My name's Paul, and today what we're going to do is a split routine. And we're going to do day one of that split routine, which is chest and biceps. Now the reason you link those two together is most people do chest and triceps, but you get a tricep workout when you're doing your chest anyway, so your biceps are nice and fresh. So because they're fresh, it's the ideal time to work them. Also, we're going to hit all the facets of the chest, which is the flat chest, the upper pec, the lower pec, plus the sides as well, and the same with the bicep. We're going to try to get a full routine so we hit all the phases. We're going to use some very simple equipment. Most gyms have got them. And we're going to use mostly the Smith machine today. So let's see how we get on. Now, because I want to hit all the chest, I'm going to add 4 exercises into my chest routine as an absolute minimum. The first one I'm going to do is incline bench. Now, your bench setting is very important. The higher you have the backrest, the more shoulders come into play. So I either have it on the first or the second hole, mainly just because it hits more of the chest, because I want to take the shoulders out as much as possible. So, get yourself nicely lined up under the bench. You want it to come down so it hits between your nipple and breastbone there. So somewhere in between, so it comes straight across the pecs. Take a nice even grip. You can go wider or shorter. I'm going to take a mid-range grip on this. Lift up. Now it's all about full range of movement. So take it down all the way to the chest and back up. You'll see people doing half reps. It's probably because the weight's too heavy. You want to take a full range of movement. Remember to breathe in on the way down and out on the power phase. In and out. Also, it's in control. I'm not dropping the weight and bouncing off my chest. Everything is down and up. I'm not raising the hips. I'm not lifting the head. So, take it down and up. When you finish, rack it back up. Remember, the weight and the intensity is key to this. You want it so you're really struggling on the last rep, around 8, 9, 10, which is the ideal, so you get as much out of it as possible. Okay, once we've done that, and you can do 2, 3, 4 sets, entirely up to you. Remember, it's your workout. That's the important factor. It's your workout. Then what I would do, because I've pre-fatigued my pecs a little bit, I would then do the flat bench press. So let's set it up and do that one next. Now the reason I do incline bench press first is I want to fatigue the pec, because the actual flat bench press is probably the strongest movement that you're going to do. Because it's the strongest, you put more weight on. Because you put more weight on, there's more chance of sustaining an injury. So therefore, if you pre-fatigue it, you can work at the same intensity volume, but use less weight. Exactly the same thing again. Set yourself up so you're in the centre. Again, nice lusty grip. This time, you probably want it to come down a little bit closer. So, press up. Again, breathing in. Take it down. All the way up. Full ranges of powerful movements. Nice easy flow. Down and up. And again, rep range, weight, entirely up to you. Again, very short recovery. 30 seconds, 45, a minute absolute max. Remember, in the gym, the time for talking is when you're having a coffee after. In the gym, it's intensity, it's focus. Once I've done that, it's a little bit mashed up now, I'm then going to go on to the next one, which is the decline bench. Because again, I've hit the upper, I've hit the flat, now I want to do the underneath of the pectoral. All the 3 big, powerful movements first. So let's set it up for that one now. Now with decline bench, you're probably as strong, if not slightly stronger, because there's more, you're able to bring more muscle fibres into play with this one, because you're using more of your stabilisers, which you all your other muscles coming into play. So therefore you can use quite a heavy weight on this. Also the movement's slightly less as well because you're coming to an angle and you're hitting about that part of the chest. Probably nipple area, probably a bit lower to the sternum, so you want it to come down there. Again, nice and powerful with your elbows out. So as with before, make yourself as comfortable as possible. Nice, lusty grip. Breathe in, okay. In on the down phase, up. Remember, never drop it. So you're using the negative, which is the down, as well as the power on the up. Down, pause, power on the up. Down, pause, power on the up. So, dead simple bench press. So far we've done three powerful movements. We've done incline, we've done flat, we've done decline. The last one I'm going to finish off is more of a shaping movement, which is cable crossovers, pec deck, flies, whatever you want to call it. It's the same sort of thing. So let's just set it up for that. And again, I'm going to use the Smith machine just because it's here and it's nice and easy. When doing cable crossovers, most people would use the bench flat. I like to change it and swap it every workout really. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to have it on a more of an incline, just so it puts a little different emphasis on the pecs. Again, set yourself up, nice and comfortable, so you're in a good, powerful, strong position. Head nice and back flat. And then the idea is that you don't bend the elbows anymore, a little bend on them, and then you keep them in that position. Take nice, big, wide grips, and then out. Again, the movement for this is key. Go as wide and as low as possible, so you get a really good stretch on the pecs. So you feel them. So remember, in on the down phase, out on the up phase, on the more powerful phase in, out. And again, everything is a controlled movement. It's not fast, it's not jerky, because that's how you get injured. Now that the chest is finished, you go straight into biceps. No recovery. Again, very short recoveries with everything that we do, and that's in between the sets, the reps, and swapping over to the next lot of muscle groups. So, biceps. We've set the Smith machine up again. Set it with the cables. I'm going to do single arm. Again, full range of movement as possible. Up and down. Trying to keep your back right into the seat. Now you can use your head back. I prefer just to look just so I can see the movement. Try to keep the elbows in as far as possible. Now your arm is going to move. There's no question of that because you've got a heavy weight on it. But you're trying to keep it as stable as possible. Again, you really start to feel it burn. And try not to let the weights come down. Try to keep them in tension. So your arms always under stress. Because if I let those come down, I'm actually resting. And the last thing I want to do is rest. So keep them up like that. So you can really start to feel it burn within that bicep there. You feel the veins start to pop up. You feel like you've had a really good workout again. So when you get to the last one, you're really struggling to eke it out. Go to fatigue. That's exactly what we want. You know, pain is key here. Not muscular pain in terms of I've tore the muscle, but actual aching physical pain. So I've put the muscle under duress and stress. So again, 2, 3, 4 sets of those. On to the next exercise. Next exercise we're going to do is bicep 21s. Still using the cable, still using the Smith machine, so I haven't changed the equipment. Knees nice and soft. Now 21s, exactly what they say really, you're going to do 21 reps, but you're going to split it up. So the idea is that you're going to hit the middle of the bicep, the bottom of the bicep, and the top of the bicep. So you're doing all the insertions. So what you're doing every part of the bicep. And the way that you do that is, you do half reps up for 7, and then half rep down for 7, and then 7 full reps. So you're hitting the belly of the bicep. Again, it's all in control. Now I've got my back up against the bar. So what that's doing is stopping any of this movement. So I can really concentrate on the biceps. So again, rest. If the weight isn't heavy enough, so you're not fatiguing enough, then take the weight up. Add a 2.5 or a 5 or whatever you need to. But when you're getting to it, you should feel the burn. Literally should be straight shaking. If you've got a training partner, what they'll do is they'll just touch the weight. They'll give it 1, 2, 3, 4, 5%. That's all that's needed just to force the last reps out. So, third of the exercises, we're now going to do concentration curls again using the Smith machine. Concentration curls predominantly are done with a dumbbell sat on a bench. But again, don't be limited by your equipment. Never walk into a gym and think, what do I do? Think, right, I'm going to use that to do that, that to do that. And you can do the same with here. It's just something slightly different. Again, elbows into your knee. You're just going to squeeze up, down. Full range of movement, as we always say. So it's nice and straight. Squeezing it up and down. Up and down. Concentrating on it. So, your knee is stopping, your arm from moving, so all you're doing is squeezing it up. Then, swap sides, do exactly the same again. Now, the beauty of concentration curls is, this arm that was active before is now resting. So therefore, as soon as I've done this set, and I've finished it, no need to rest, because it's already rested. So, I'm straight back into it. So, what we've seen today is very, very simple. Day 1 of a split routine, which is chest, biceps. So, incline, flat, decline, and then cable crossovers for a shaping movement. You can either add straight arm pullovers, again for a little bit more depth in the chest. Then we've hit the biceps. We've done seated cables, we've done standing 21s, and then we've done concentration curls. So we've actually mashed totally the body and the areas that we wanted to do. Also, as I always say, my workout began in the kitchen. So before I started, I had a high protein shake, plus nitric oxide, plus creatine ethyl ester, plus glutamine. Again, so my body is fully fueled. Now, I've depleted all the protein within my body, within the muscles that I was working. So therefore, I've got a golden window now of 45 minutes where my body wants protein. I could go and cook a piece of chicken, but then I've got to digest it, so it's going to take probably more than 45 minutes to get that chicken into my system. So, I'm going to have a protein shake because it's liquid, it's digested faster, it goes straight into the muscles, and I can probably have 2 scoops of protein on this one because my body will actually digest more protein. Anyway, my name's Paul. Check out the website www.dinosaurnutrition.com, and I'll see you soon for phase 2 of split training routine.